Spanish originated in the Iberian Peninsula the 3rd century before Christ existed. In 206 before Christ arrived, the Romans took over the territory to expand their people and their languages too, which was Latin. And it was, I'm coming back to what I said about the vulgar Latin in my linguistic video. They were talking that language in that time. During the expansion to the territory, the first words of Spanish to be born from the territory were from Latin, but also from something that the Romans really dedicated their life into all the time, which was salt. Salt came in new words of Spanish that we still use to these days, like ensalada, salario, and salchicha. From 711 to 1492, Muslim forces conquered the Iberian Peninsula and the country of Spain as a whole. The emperors of this Muslim force demanded everyone to integrate the Arabic language in their vocabulary, but obviously, since it wasn't a big fair deal for everyone, they continued to speak their native language. Because of that, it created languages mix that explains the fact that Arabic, Spanish, and Latin got all mixed together and create new words that we still use nowadays in our current vocabulary, especially in important domains of education and in food. Today, most famous Spanish words about food still exist, like azúcar, aceite, and naranja. It's the same for the names of the places of the country, like Guadalquivir, Alcala, etc. Hey Marilu, would you like to know more about the history of Mexico?
Yes, of course, I would be interested.
Then let me tell you about it. For Mexico, the first person to conquer the country was Hernan Cortés in 1519. In 1521, he and some allies took possession of almost all the Aztec Empire and started to enslave and eliminate indigenous people that were living there. After colonizing the territory, he called it the New Spain, which is Nueva España in Spanish. He took advantage of the indigenous languages that he found and encountered while eliminating the indigenous people, and he mostly took advantage of the Nahuatl language to create new words between his native language and this language to make new words that we still use today, such as tomate, chocolate, and aguacate.